Is this a hungry ghost?
Yeah-ish.
Yeah.
Ish.
Is it now a pretty full ghost?
No, it wants the rest.
So the head's gone, right?
Uh-huh.
I shove the body at him.
Yep.
And then proceed to draw all the shuriken out of the folds in my clothing and back away to the door.
Okay. Do you assault the thing?
Well, I want to see if it's going to eat or not.
I mean, you're still alive.
So it's
It wants the fresh meat.
okay. I then hurl all the weapons I can at it.
Okay. So you're dead. But the good thing is, even though you died in the Shadowland, you're not going to become a hungry ghost.
Woo!
Yay!
So the door, you both hit the door at the same time.
Yep.
And then the door explodes.
Shit. This is not what I wanted!
You don't even notice.
Oh, okay.
Because the 20 or 30 or so hungry ghosts that have gathered at the door,
Oh, fuck, this is bad.
you've just killed.
This is better than I expected.
All of them.
These guys are weak.
You're not even holding a spear anymore.
Yeah.
It's just your fists. And they're wreathed in sunlight.
I do have brawling, so...
You do.
So we got to the point where my armor... I have no armor at this point. I'm just battered, bruised, and like...
No, you're not bruised at all. You're not even hurt anymore.
What the fuck?
And the ghost of the person of the sky just separates into sheets and falls dead. And you are surrounded by a cool silver aura. Could you pick an animal for me that you would associate your character with?
The peacock.
Experts of stealth, peacocks.
Actually, yeah.
You? If it were to go aviary, I would say owl.
It doesn't have to be.
Stealthy. Well, wisdom-wise, I'm thinking of like maybe...
Honestly, I was thinking a bird of prey.
Okay.
Probably some sort of raptor.
Okay, so like a falcon or a snow eagle or something like that.
Yeah, probably peregrine falcon. Fastest bird in the west and the east.
So you see one. It's kind of like perched near you within arm's reach, and you really want to tear its heart out and eat it. It's like an unbearable desire.
Yeah, I go over to the bird
It looks at you, and then it bows its head, like knowingly.
and I grab it underneath the wings and I split open its rib cage and pluck the heart while it's still beating, and I take a bite and
Okay.
I ingest the heart.
Awesome.
And then I lay the bird down onto the ground.
It ashes away.
What the fuck, man?
When you look at him, there's a crest on his forehead, the mark of the anathema. It's a sunburst.
And what do I see when I look at him?
He's just glowing a lot of silver. The two of you are illuminating this place as if it were both the middle of the day and under a full moon at the same time.
Find something good in there?
I take a step back. I would know the mark of the anathema.
Yes.
Common knowledge
Amongst people from Whitewall.
anyone who's had any contact with the Immaculate Order.
Which is really hard not to do.
Yeah.
In
So
Whitewall.
I take a step back.
I look at myself,
Yeah, you have muscles you didn't know you had.
and I see the glowing, shimmering... Would this be common knowledge of what I am now? Or do I...
The shard comes with the primer. You've exalted.
Okay.
You are anathema now. So everything here wants to kill you. Not terribly different than it was about 5 minutes ago, though.
Yeah, all things considered.
Did you find what was in there?
So I was visited, was I not?
Your visit was the exchange in your head.
Or just a very brief one?
A very, very brief one. It had to happen quickly. You know that she'll come meet you. You can feel it.
If we finish our...
Do I know anything about not wanting to get him away from him right now?
Well, you know that you are now also anathema.
Okay.
So this is not the worst thing to happen.
Okay.
We can get out of here now.
We're getting out of here now.
Let's go.
Do you want to get him out of here?
Yeah,
Like as fast as you could?
absolutely.
Okay.
Now is the time for escape.
He turns into an owl with a 13-foot wingspan. He grabs you underneath the arms with one of his talons and gets you the fuck out of
Sure, why not?
there. End session.
Was that Strix?
Okay.
Man, I want to do Exalt.
It's okay. We've got to do this like at least 3 more times.
Yeah. So I'm assuming that the name of the
If
game
you had waited 5 more
was the
seconds to
slight
make a
character.
decision, I was pushing you in
kind
and
of.
taking his photo. Like I was at the countdown and then he made his decision.
So, I really wanted you to live. I thought that you were going to be the only exile. I thought that you were.
Mhm.
But you did something so tremendously out of character for yourself that it had to happen.
Oh, okay. Was it the dagger thing?
No, it was the
The
compassion one guy separating himself from the 2 other people who he didn't know he sent to somewhat certain doom to protect them. I know I said there was a sunburst, obviously, but with what you've done, I'm going to give you one of 2 choices. You could either be a Dawn Caste, who are the warriors,
Fight all the things.
Okay.
the fighters of fighters, or you could be a Zenith Caste, who are the leaders and God Kings.
Ooh.
Leaders
How-
of God Kings. So, how that breaks down. So the Zeniths, you look through their thing. Fortitude, integrity. They're very stoic, hard to sway, both physically and mentally. Performance, they are great orators. They're, again, God Kings, they were the ones that could actually talk people into their own religion. Presence, they've got away with words like
So
no
you're
other.
naming all the things that I'm not good at.
You don't have to be good at them.
You just have the charms.
You just have them.
You
No.
don't have to be good at them, you exalted, and you will become good at them.
Okay.
You like my character, so check out my Nightcast section. Now I want you to look at. Let's just go with my Eclipse section.
Mhm.
I could still become an Eclipse,
Okay.
even though Nightcast was clearly the direction I was headed. It's all about what you're supposed to become, not what you already were.
I think I would actually go, even though I won't be good at it, from looking at my current stats, the God King route,
Zenith? Excellent.
to protect and make other people rise above than what they previously expected of themselves.
Very Zenith.
So, because you guys have exalted, what I would like you to do right now, actually, give me your sheet for a second. I'm just going to make this real quick.
I didn't expect a lunar. Not gonna lie.
Something about you changed. You didn't necessarily do something extremely heroic or anything like that, but you adapted to change for your situation.
The only reason why I exalted, if we're looking at cause and effect, was because you jumped in the fight. If you didn't, I would never have.
If there's anyone on creation that causes change in people, it is exalts.
Mhm.
So, for an exalt to cause the exaltation of others, I don't think would be a stretch.
Yeah.
Lunars do it all the time. So, your caste abilities are the ones that are filled in entirely.
Mhm.
Your favorite abilities are the ones that are crossed off, like an X. So you're already favoring melee.
Yep.
Pick 4 more abilities. I would suggest against picking another combat ability,
Mhm.
just because that'll spread you too thin. You also technically would not need to pursue dodge anymore, because melee has defensive charms in it. that are
Yeah, I
pretty
kind of noticed that dodge was a lot less useful than I thought it was going to be.
decent. It's okay.
Dodge charms are why you need dodge.
So you get 4 more. I think athletics